Hello friends, the exams are around the corner. Time to have a quick revision of the chapters which you've learned in detail in the entire year. So we'll have today most important questions of the chapter differentiation. This session will help you revise the concepts of entire chapter quickly. Okay? So what we'll do here is we'll solve one by one some of the most important questions. The first question is find dy by dx if y is tan inverse of sec x plus tan x. The question is the concepts needed to solve this question. Have you mastered it? Do you remember it nicely? Okay. Lot of trigonometry will be used to solve this question. Okay. The first thing which comes to mind when you see this question is that we have to use tan inverse of tan theta equal to theta concept. Okay. Sine inverse of sin x is x, cos inverse of cos x is x, tan inverse of tan x will be x. So this is the basic concept which is used in the problem involving inverse with respect to differentiation. The second thing is when you observe this bracket inside sec x plus tan x, you realize that you need to use a trigonometry to simplify this and get in the form of tan inverse of tan theta. So the first thing is most of you will do is convert this question into sine and cos, and that's the right way to begin with. So we got tan inverse of 1 by cos x plus sin x by cos x. Next, I just write this as 1 plus sin x by cos x, as the denominator was same. Now, the question is what we can write at the place of 1 plus sine 2 theta. Do you remember that 1 plus sine 2 theta is cos theta plus sine theta the whole square? What I want you to observe nicely is if the angle in the left hand side is 2 theta, angle in the right hand side is theta. So in the question we have x. So if I want to apply the formula at the place of 1 plus sine x, what we'll write here is we'll write 1 plus sine x as cos of x by 2 plus sine of x by 2 the whole square. What I want you to observe here is the angle after applying the formula becomes x by 2. So this is about the numerator. What about the denominator? We have denominator mein cos x, right? So my question is, do you remember the formula for cos to theta? And there are 4 formulas for cos to theta, right? So I'll be using the first one. Cos to theta can be written as cos square theta minus sine square theta. Again, what I want you to observe is angle in the left hand side is 2 theta, angle in the right hand side is theta. So if I want to apply this concept in the denominator, what I can write at the place of cos x? At the place of cos x, we can write cos square x by 2 minus sine square x by 2. Okay. Now we just have to simplify this little bit. So what we get here is we have tan inverse cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 the whole square in the numerator, and denominator we have cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. Simplify this. कैसे करेंगे इसको simplify? So can I write numerator में cos plus sin into cos plus sin, and denominator में a square minus b square I can write as cos plus sin, cos minus sin. Now you realize that we can very easily cancel out cos plus sin x, right? So what is left after doing this? We are left with tan inverse of cos of x by 2 plus sine of x by 2 upon cos of x by 2 minus sine of x by 2. What next? Now question in the exam can start from this step also, that you to differentiate tan inverse of cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 by cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. What next? As we discussed in the beginning, we will be using tan inverse of tan theta. I want to convert this into something of the form where tan theta is involved inside this entire bracket, right? So what I'll do here is this step is the most important one. that is dividing numerator and denominator by cos of x by 2. As you'll observe, cos by cos will give me 1 and sin by cos will give me tan x by 2. So let's take it further. What we get here is dividing cos by cos, I am writing 1, sin by cos I am writing tan x by 2, denominator may we get 1 minus tan of x by 2. What next? Now this actually can be written directly as tan inverse of tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. But why, that is not clear in some of the students' mind. So let me explain what exactly is happening here. Can I replace this one with tan pi by 4? I can write 1 as tan 45, right? So we are not changing this tan x by 2, this is as it is. In the denominator, this 1 we are keeping as it is. Observe this. Next step, this tan x by 2, now I am writing as tan pi by 4 into tan x by 2. Because tan 45 is 1, so 1 into tan x by 2 is tan x by 2. So this step is not clear in the mind of many students because they don't write while solving maths. The most important thing is you write. Whether it is physics, chemistry or maths, they are writing subject, my friends. They are not reading subject. If you read, it will be difficult. Okay? So what we do next? We get tan inverse of tan pi by 4 plus tan x by 2, 1 minus tan pi by 4 tan x by 2. Now if you observe, this is nothing but in the form of tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b. Now this can be written as tan of a plus b. This is what we have done. Here for us, a is pi by 4 and b is x by 2. So the next step is written as tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2. Now this is in the form of tan inverse of tan theta. What is tan inverse of tan theta? Theta. So what is angle here with us? We have now left with pi by 4 plus x by 2. Now this entire thing is simplification. What we have done till now, we have not have done any differentiation. We just have simplified using trigonometry and inverse trigonometry concepts. Let's differentiate this. So what is derivative of y? We can write as dy by dx. Derivative pi by 4 is going to be 0. Why? Because it's a constant, right? Pi by 4 being constant, derivative constant is 0. What we do next is keep this half as it is and derivative of x. Derivative of x is 1. Constant and variable, keep constant as it is, take derivative variable. So half as it is, derivative x is 1. Finally, what we get is half. Easy question, provided you have the mastery over basic trigonometric formula very nicely. So couple of concepts which we use is very important here. In the beginning, the formula for 1 plus sine 2 theta and the formula for cos 2 theta. These two concepts have to be mastered very nicely. But let me tell you, the most important step in the entire problem is dividing numerator and denominator by cos x by 2, which will help me to convert the whatever inside the bracket that is now getting converted in the form of tan of theta by 2 or tan of x by 2, something like this. So this is, according to me, is 5-star step which you need to make sure that you don't forget and apply such things. This is question number 1. Let's go to the question number 2 now. Y equal to sine inverse of 2 power x plus 1 into 3 power x, everything divided by 1 plus 36 power x. What is the first step? Now, when you have solved the previous question, we have discussed that inverse will involve sine inverse of sine theta, cos inverse of cos theta or tan inverse of tan theta kind of concept usually. Okay? Sometimes it is sine inverse of cos theta also. So we convert inside, we have cos, so we can use cos theta as sin 90 minus theta. So back to sin inverse of sin x kind of concept. Here, along with that, we have to use rule of substitutions also. Now, rule of substitution is very basic concept which everybody should master if you want to do good in the entire calculus segment. So here, what is the rule which we'll be using? I want you to remember that sine 2 theta is nothing but 2 times tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So we'll be using this basic concept to solve this problem, but we need to make some arrangement in the brackets here so that we get in the form of 2 times tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. What arrangements can be done? The first thing I just want you to observe is, if we need 2, the first thing is 2 power x plus 1, I'll write 2 power 1 separately, 2 power x separately. Okay, observe this, what I'm doing. We have sine inverse of, I'm writing 2 power 1, 2 power x, 3 power x. Now 2 power x, 3 power x, most of you will realize this is going to be 6 power x. So in the denominator, I'm going to write 36 as 6 square, and the next step I'll write this as 6x to the power 2. So observe what I'm going to do next here. I'll be writing sine inverse of, this will be 2 times 6 power x upon, in the denominator I'm going to write 6 power x the whole square. Now we just use substitution, that is, I'll be writing, put 6 power x equal to tan theta. If 6 power x is tan theta, tan inverse of 6 power x is going to be theta. So what exactly we get? We get sine inverse of 2 times tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Now, as we discussed, this is nothing but sine 2 theta. So what we get? We get sine inverse of sine 2 theta. Sine inverse of sine x is x. So sine inverse of sine 2 theta will be just 2 theta. But what is the value of theta? Observe this from equation number star here, that theta can be written as tan inverse of 6 power x. So that is what I'm going to do in the next step. I'm going to write theta as tan inverse of 6 power x. Now to proceed further, you need to know the derivative of tan inverse of x. What is the derivative of tan inverse of x? If y is tan inverse of x, remember that dy by dx is nothing but 1 by 1 plus x square. So derivative of tan inverse of x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Basic concept, I think everybody remember this. So if we apply this thing and if I differentiate with respect to x, derivative y will be dy by dx, 2 as it is. This is going to be 1 by 1 plus 6x, 6 to the power x the whole square. As we have x square here, observe this, we have x square. So I'm writing 6x to the power 2. And don't forget chain rule. Derivative of 6 power x again. Using chain rule, we need to take derivative 6 power x again. What is derivative 6 power x? Yes, that's correct. 6 power x into log of 6. So what is my final answer? My final answer will be, I just simplify this and we write 2 times 6 power x log 6, everything divided by, now 1 plus 6x the whole square, you can write 6 square to the power x, and 6 square is nothing but 36. So I am writing it directly, 36 power x, and that's the answer. So we got dy by dx as 2 times 6 power x into log 6 by 1 plus 36 power x. In today's session, we have solved just 2 questions, and they are very important for the board exams. Make sure you learn it in a right way, write it down. Okay? The best way to learn physics, chemistry, maths is write, and if possible write without seeing. एक बार चाहिए तो देख के लिखो close the book, write it down without seeing. If you can write down without seeing at home, then only you'll be able to write down the things in the exam without seeing. Okay? Bye for now. See you in the next session.